Good afternoon, YouTube. Good morning or good evening, depending on where you are once again in the world. Back at it for another episode, so to speak, of hey, let's just do stuff. Sometimes you just have to press record, sometimes you just have to press go live. And that's effectively what I'm doing. I have so many things that I need to do, that I want to do. I've got some stuff done already, but from today, it's like, man, ideas, and they present themselves and they go down another rabbit hole and I forget, and just adds to the list of things to do, you know what I mean? So yeah. Just figuring it out, always trying to figure it out. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for taking a moment out of your day to listen to me rant, but ask me questions, give me some ideas. Let's figure things out. We're doing stuff. We're gonna get on the sewing machine. We'll bust out these new Ray-Ban Meta glasses that I'm borrowing to try them out and see if it's something that I want to actually purchase. I like the idea of having, camera glasses, right? The problem with these camera glasses is that they're not prescription. And for me to do stuff in front of me, even typing, I can't, this is blurry to me now. And these are just reader glasses, So, just one of those things that trying to figure out where's my chat box at. I need the chat. We got Anthony Blaze over here, Orchid Fudge, watching WWE Night of Champions in Saudi. All right, well, right on. Enjoy watching that, and that's the key, man. Doing things that you enjoy doing, and being live and interacting with you guys is something that I do enjoy. Thank you so much for being here, Orchid Fudge. So, I guess the first thing I need to do, for one, is just make my list of things to do for today. And so let's do that. Let's do that again. Let's get a piece of paper here. Got the paper. You got a marker. No markers? Really? No markers? There it is over there. It's funny. I look at the stream right now and how yellow this lighting is. I love been wrestling a diehard fan since 1998. All right, there you go. Yeah, when I look at these lights in here, it's like this is, it's good. It's soft lighting in here, but I wonder, and I'm sure that that it exists some type of, I guess, lighting that I can change the tone and color, kind of like how I can change the color and tone of this light here, for example. I've got this little puck here that allows me to change the warmth of the light by this dial. As you can see, it changes that. I can change the brightness of it as well by rotating the sides of it as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Braytech Martin, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Anthony Blaze, Smitty, appreciate you being here also. But yeah, change the color, and I'd like to be able to do that with that light up there, above me. But so maybe that's what I need to do. I need to research some good old-fashioned light bulbs, or some high-tech LED light bulbs. Research light bulbs. What are the requirements for this light bulb that I want? Various temperature. I said various temperature, not Lavarious temperature. Oh man, let me move the microphone a little closer here. Various temp, all right. What else? We got Sergeant James Ray stopping by to say hi. Hi then. Hi James Ray. Thank you very much. I learned something today also. If you look at the chat, you should see an @ symbol with your handle name, right? Not the channel name, but the handle name. That's what it's called when it has the @ symbol on it. The handle name for Anthony is @AnthonyBlaze_. The handle for James Ray, his channel name is James Ray, but his handle is SGT, Sergeant James Ray, right? YouTube is experimenting with this according to, and it's not like this in other streams. Good afternoon, Justin. Thanks for dropping in. But YouTube said, just from a basic Google search, they want to. Here, let me show you what I found here. If I still have it up. No, I already closed that window. Basically, YouTube is basically saying that they want to, they're offering more fidelity to the live streams, more to the live streamers, to show the actual handle names, so that we as streamers can also, and you as fellow viewers, can see if this is a real channel or not, if it's a duplicate channel, you know. So not that I recognize, I mean, I recognize all the names that are on here right now, but the idea is to, you know, like if you see a channel name, because people are attempting to duplicate, so, you know, and impersonate other people. Like someone's impersonating me. They got a screenshot capture of my face, put it on a name, and then they're talking trash, as if I'm talking trash. Basically, they're impersonating me on other people's streams, for real. So that's been reported to me. Why? Because some people have nothing better to do with their lives. It's really unfortunate that that they think they can bully, harass. I don't even know what their purpose in doing that is, you know. So yeah, we're gonna do some things here, but I've got this. So I'm gonna research some light bulbs for up here that I can color change, because if you look at the A cam right now, it's very yellow in the background, right? It really is sad. It is, but you know what? It's social media. You gotta have thick skin, right? You gotta have thick skin, and good thing I do. It's just, I don't care to understand. They're gonna do it, and guess what they're doing? They're boosting the algorithm. They are providing me with watch hours, and it is what it is. So, yeah, it's part of the beta program with the XP stuff too. If they want to stop that, just don't allow channels with the same names, just like any other platform. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me, Justin. Yeah. And that's why I'm doing it, Orchid Fudge, you know, to spread a little bit of knowledge, to spread a little bit of, you know, what I'm doing. For some reason, you know, and I'm very appreciative that people enjoy listening to me yammer on about stuff and watch me do stuff. And some people have have learned something from my channel too. James, I got these bulbs that work well. Did you post a link, James? Because I do not see the link. I do not think that I have. I think I turned the links off because people have been just. I don't remember. You're a mod, so you should be able to post a link. But basically, color changing light bulbs up there. Mimi Bear is here. Good to see you. Thank you very much for dropping in. All right, so various temperature is what I'm looking for the light bulb, as well as, do I want the ability? Wow, my marker's dying here. So when I store my markers in the cup back there, I store it so that the ink runs down like so, and upside down, effectively speaking. Yeah. Various temperature, wireless control. Ours via remote control. I don't want to control it via my phone, you know. Amazon Basic Smart A19 LED light bulb. The link was too long. Okay, cool. Let me see. And then what I'll do is I'll repost a short link as well. So here, copy. And then let's go here, escape. Shoot, we might even do a little bit of coding here in a little bit, folks. What do you think about that? I got this book here. Let me show you. Top right corner. Good. I got this book, Python Programming. I returned the other one that you sent to me that you told me about, Justin. I know you got it. You sent it to me as a joke, but I actually went and got it, and then I returned it. Maybe that's the thing, right? All right. Let's see here. What am I looking at again? Amazon Basic Light A19 LED light bulb. Let's see here. Michael Coolcat, good to see you. Thank you so much. We are many. 73. All right, so A19 LED light bulb. So there's a couple of different light bulbs, and I am looking for something that is that I am able to change the temperature on, you know. Hey Jason, might start streaming again soon, just working out at the hotel gym. Nice. Will you be streaming your workouts, Tyler? Emergency Squad 51. I appreciate you being here, Michael. What's up to you? You're the legend. PUBG legend. Let's see, look, Amazon Basic Smart A19 LED light bulb, color changing. Works with Alexa only. Oh, you know what? My wife has like 2 Alexas downstairs that she unplugged. They were told at work no longer allowed to use them since she works from home. But now that she decided to retire, I might be able to use those here in the command center. I should go ask her about it again. Amazon Basics. Let's see. Let's take a look and see what this one's all about, shall we? Oh, you can't see it. Here we go. There we go. There and here. Let me show you. Copy. I am Amazon affiliate. Check out these light bulbs. Bulbs. Let's see. Create lighting groups. Bedroom, home office, dining. I want to be able to control the temp though. Dimmable with Alexa. Adjustable brightness from 5% to 100% with the help of Alexa. Do not use a physical dimmer. I don't know that I want that capability just because it's something else to talk to the thing. Although, July 8th through the 11th, Prime Day. So wait until the 8th to buy stuff. Is that what you're saying? But I want it now. I don't want it. I don't want to wait, Justin. That's 10 days away. Reigns, when am I not buying something? I'm shopping around, taking a look at these light bulbs to see if it's something that I like. I do want something that has, wireless control to it. I would not mind another remote control. It'll get to a point where I'm sick of seeing all the different remote controls. Right now on my desk, I've got the TV remote control. I've got the Fire TV remote control. It's like, why don't you just buy a Fire TV, right, and have one controller? That's one way to do it. I've got an old LED from 2007 that still works, hanging on the wall. It's super heavy though. I've got my OBS bot remote control here. Here's another remote control. This is my desk light remote control here. So it's like, how many remote controls do you need? And I know I'll get eventually sick of having so many different remote controls on the desk here. But we'll see. I don't know. You got something for me to buy, Reigns? Do you have something that you're like, dude, you got to buy this? Or you might find this useful. Tell me. Share what you got. James Ray shared these light bulbs that I'm looking at here. This one right here. Add voice control by combining. Alexa, turn on living room lights. So perhaps get a learning multi-controller. I have one. Ooh, a learning multi-controller. I save my money. I know I have the itch to spend, but I don't know what to get. You know what, Reigns? And that's smart to do. You save up, and that I used to do that. I would save my lunch money growing up, and I would always look in this magazine called U.S. Cavalry, and it had military gear, equipment, hunting gear, stuff like that. And so I would see a knife, and I'm like, oh, I want to save up for that knife, and I'd save my money. But by the time I saved up enough lunch money to buy the knife, I saw something else that I want to get, which might have been a little bit more expensive. So I'd save my money again. And then once I've saved up for it and it was time to buy it, it's like, I know, right? Do they still exist? I don't even know. I used to get that catalog on a regular basis. Once a month, I think they would send one, or once a season or something like that. And I would, as a kid, hey, Dad, can we order this? I'd say, here's money for it. And yeah. Sometimes I would get it, and sometimes my dad would say, you don't need that. Here, let's do this. And, one time I wanted to order like Chinese, the ninja throwing stars, the shurikens. He goes, come here. And we go down to the basement, and he finds some sheet metal. We cut the sheet metal out, and we put it on the sander, and we ground down and sharpened the blades. And my dad made me a set of shuriken throwing stars. Yeah. I was in the U at Cavs, so we all loved it. Oh, nice. Right on. Let's see what Justin posted here. The Universal Remote Control. Bexy. Oh. Do you have experience with this one, Justin? Let's see. What streaming tools are around your desk that make streaming easier? Ah, great question, Reigns. You know what? I want to give you a little tour here. So let's see here. Let's turn on this one streaming tool that we all have, the cell phone. Take a look. That's interesting, Justin. Do you have experience with this unit? Because I'll consider getting that one. Let's see here. I've never heard of a universal remote control like that before. That controls all those things. That's pretty freaking cool, you know? It's only got 3 stars though, out of 10 reviews. So what's up with that, Justin? Come on, man. You guys know me also. I will invest the money in something that's higher quality than something that's cheap. Even though it might be a little bit the same, you know. If there's something a little bit more higher quality, then I'll make the investment to something like that. And I do prefer brand name things because there's the confidence that I believe that it's going to be a better product, that it is a, you know, like Logitech Harmony One remote control. All right, with touchscreen. Thank you for sharing that one. Let's see here. Let's take a look here. Copy. Let's see here. Justin, that looks like an Amazon, what do you call it, link there? Affiliate link, Justin. Let's see. No, but I looked into it before. It's supposed to replace multiple controllers and devices. Nice. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at this one here. Paste. No. Enter. Top right screen. And the Logitech Harmony One Universal Remote Control with color touch screen renewed. All right. But brand new, they don't have one for sale here. Harmony One remote controller. All right, so there's a, ooh, what's about this one? Harmony 1100 remote control with color touch screen. Oh. All right, let's see here. Let's just do this. Logitech universal remote control. Let's get rid of the Harmony, because is there a Harmony 3 out there? All right. So $200, huh? $263 for the 900. All right, let's see here. Featured, customer reviews. Let's just do this. Let's widen that search. All right. Is there a way to switch your camera from your webcam to your phone? You mean like this? Check it out. So I use an app called Droid Cam, right? I'm using an app called Droid Cam, and then when I press the button here, it should turn on. There we go. So now we're looking. We are now using my cell phone as the camera, front camera, and I have a magnetic mount here. Whoa! I have a magnetic mount that it's sitting on a lamp. Yeah. You loved yours, Ray. James Ray. Right on. All right. Look into it. You're supposed to place remote controllers and devices. All right. Hey, and it's a Logitech also, so brand name, right? Brand name. And if I'm looking at a $150 unit, but $50 more for something like this, you know, there's the Bexy that you had sent Justin here. All right. Here's the Bexy that Justin sent. This is the one that, or this is the one, the Bexy, 145. So $50 more. I would consider getting the Harmony one. But I want a brand new one. Supported device quantity 6. I want it to control all the devices. All right. Universal remote. Or the Bexy might be the good one, you know. I mean, I don't know that I would want to spend $590 on something like this. I actually just bought a new desk, and I gotta go pick it up. A new workbench for in here. I'm replacing this folding workbench that's on my that's over here on the left. All right, let's go back to Rains's question. Let's go back to Rains's question here. Let's see here. I'm using an app called Droid Cam, which is basically this camera here that you are looking at right now. Yeah. Right. So I got the A camera, which is this guy here, and then this camera is my cell phone, right? See? Yeah. And so this phone right now is connected to, I believe, the Wi-Fi, which is transmitting and connecting to the computer via the network. So it's on the same network still. $590 for you, you can do it, big money. Yeah, but here's the thing. If I do that, now I don't have, $350 to spend on something else. You know what I mean? Right? I could take that $350 and buy something else, right? If I just get the $145 unit that controls what looks like 6 items. Does the same thing, $145 to $589. So that might make more sense. And it's something that I think I'm gonna want to do more research on as well. But and I also got to decide what I would control with it. So let's do that. Let's add that to the list here. Overhead camera. What do we say? Universal remote. Universal remote. Boom. That's on the list of things to look into. All right. So switching things. Okay. Switch scenes. Yes, this is a Stream Deck. Let me show you something here. But before we do that, I'll just give you the bird's eye view of the desk, right, and what I've got going on here. So, back camera, where are you? Back camera, switch cameras. So I'm switching the camera on the phone, back camera, and so now we can look at the setup. Oh, it's reversed though. I don't know why. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Yeah, exactly, Justin. Exactly. It's like I've been watching some reviews on here. I'll show you. Shiny squirrels, right? No sound. What do you mean no sound? You can't hear me talking right now? No sound? All right. Well, here's the desk. And then we've got B-cam. Is it working? Nope, it's off right now. Okay, cool. Front camera. So, all right. Okay, so let's see here. I am using a Stream Deck to control the scenes. So as you know, I use... Well, I'm all zoomed in right now. What's up with that? Whoops. So I use OBS, right? And what are you talking about lag? You guys are getting lag right now? How much lag? And what are you referring to? The stream itself? Anybody else experiencing lag? Because I shouldn't be experiencing any lag going out. I'm on fiber, I'm on fiber. In fact, so no, only on that camera. Oh, on the camera. Okay, cool. Check. Yeah, it's not because it's not wired in. It's cell phone that is Wi-Fi. Am I on Wi-Fi right now? I am on Wi-Fi right now. So, all right. I use OBS. All right, let's go ahead and shrink this down a little bit here. No, that wasn't it. I use OBS to control my scenes, which is effectively this setup here. Let me turn on the mouse highlighter. Mouse highlight. Epic Pen, actually. Where is Epic Pen? So these are my scenes. These are the sources. And these various scenes, not all of them, just some of them, are linked to my Stream Deck, which I can, let's see here. What scene are I on right now? Let's turn on the Stream Deck so you can see. These are all associated with a specific scene for the Stream Deck, as you can see here, right? So top left, A cam, B cam, Droid cam, the overhead camera, which is this one here, right? The Chrome. So if I want to show you something on Chrome that I'm looking at, for example, I could click on that, right? And then it will. And the problem with this button right now is that I've got to actually go into Chrome and then pick the Chrome scene that I want to show. You know, a little bit annoying, but that's what that is. So, and I'm still figuring out how I want to set things up. Ordering this on Monday. Whoa! Check out what Justin's getting. AMD Ryzen 7. 40% off. Interesting. Justin, why don't you wait until the 7th on Prime Day, or do you think it'll not be on sale by then anymore? Are you building a new PC, or are you upgrading yours? With all that gear, you should be able to tell me when you're gonna launch the missiles. Yeah, right. No kidding. So the Stream Deck is what I utilize for, you know, for switching of scenes. I'm assuming that you can still see that there. Yeah. Right here. Yeah. No, just changing my CPU. Nice. I'm like, man, for $100, it's almost like $100 off. Get one just to have available for when I want to build another one, cause why not, right? And so yes, Rains, I do use a Stream Deck. Ray, good to see you. Thanks for dropping on in. This is what I use to change all the scenes. I have 3 pages, and look, I got page 1, page 2, page 3, 4, 5. Nothing on page 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, with the exception of the text saying when I look at it, so I know what page I'm on. You know, page 9, kind of thing, kind of like my bookmarker, because I'll fill these all up eventually, based on how I want to organize my Stream Deck in itself. Just not sure how yet. And that B cam that's back here, it doesn't work all the time. Why? I don't know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, very good deal indeed. Very good deal indeed. But yeah, main left. So this has to do with my Odyssey monitor. So left side of the monitor. So when I press this button down there, all right, it will take us to the left side of the monitor, and then the center of the monitor, and then, or that's the right side there, I think, and then middle monitor. Yeah. I used to feel bad for all my gadgets. Why? No, you're out here makes me feel better. Why would you feel bad about all the gadgets? I mean, you made money, you earned money, you bought stuff you wanted to buy, right? Why feel bad about that? Don't. I mean, if you feel bad, that you feel bad. I don't feel bad for having all mine. Not at all. Not at all. Not even close to feeling bad. You don't use them? All good. It's all good, man. Buy the things that you want to buy. All right, let's see here. I think I lost my train of thought. All right, let's go into OBS here. There were, like I said, there are, a bunch of things I want to do, but I did get these Meta glasses, and I'm borrowing them. Remember how I told you I got these iView glasses, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna. I just put that down on the thing. I'm not gonna actually research that right now. I'll do that offline, But these are good things to write down so that I know to go back to that later on. These iView glasses. These are the camera glasses that I use here. They capture 1080p portrait mode, right? Right now I'm using these glasses here. These are my prescriptions. These are not. So I can't really see the screen when I put these on. It's got the camera right in here in the middle, right there. If I want to use these and see, like if I'm doing stuff at the sewing machine, right, I've got to do this, which because these sit really close to my eyes, I can actually put this on over like this, like so I can still see and record with these glasses. Can you switch to them like OBS or something? Camera glasses, not yet. That's what I was trying to figure out how to do, you know. When you grow up, every purchase is Christmas. Indeed, indeed. Right, James Ray says true. Can you switch them? Yeah, so I can't switch to these yet because right now, I know, right? What do you say? So call me 6 eyes. I got double glasses on, right? I gave them to another YouTuber of the eye views. All right. And so there you go. All right. How many glasses can I put on my head? All right. Look, because I keep losing the glasses, right? I think I got more glasses here someplace also. You know. Here's more glasses. You see what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. The glasses are like pushing down. How many glasses can I wear? It's the Trigon from the comics. That would be cool, seeing your hands while playing Fortnite or something. Oh, dude. What are you talking about? You've never seen me do that? Check it out. Look, you can see my hands when I have it all set up. Can you see it down in the bottom down here? Right? Oliver, good to see you. Like with the glasses. Oh wait, do you have a hand cam? Yeah. You never. Oh, that's because when we were playing. That's because when we play Reigns, you are not. What do you call it? You're playing with me. You're not watching the stream. So check it out. So yeah, this is my multimedia, right? This is the multimedia dealio, right? I don't play with this keyboard. I play with this keyboard. Joker, good to see you. I used to put my reading glasses over my sunglasses when I was working on pools. Nice, smart, and that's what you got to do, right? But this is the gaming mouse, right? This is the normal mouse. I want to get this mouse in white, but they don't have it. So I might buy another one. I might buy another one of these this mouse, and paint it white. I just haven't done it yet. That keyboard is huge. Well, it's got the black one. Well, it's only because it's got the number pad on the right side and a wrist rest also. You know, another multimedia keyboard. It's called the Wave, right? So, going back to Fortnite, check it out. This is how I play Fortnite. Boom. And then we put the mood lighting on also, right? I gotta take these things off. Starting to hurt my head. World Tours, good to see you. I appreciate it. Let me get you a jacket. I'm surprised I don't have gave you one yet before. Alright, let's see here. That way you can connect. Winning a blitz game. With all those glasses on, challenge. Yeah, right? Dude, they kept slipping, the camera glasses. And if I'm wearing the camera glasses, all you're going to see is the screen anyway, right? I'm not looking at my hands when I play. Right. In fact, you want to see the quality of those glasses? Here, let me show you. I shot a video with those glasses. Let's see here. Get shareable link. iView mouse. iView cam. Take a look at this video. Which mouse is that again? This, Justin, is the... Here, let me show you here. Let me pull it up. Steel Series. Boom. Oh, wow. That's on sale right now also. Get the link. Copy. Mouse. This one here. Check it out. This is this mouse here. It's on sale for 39%. $103, guys. I'm doing very well. World Tours 8K. Thank you very much for dropping in. Unless it comes with the lifetime warranty, at some point you're just throwing your money away. What are you referring to, Joker? You're talking about the mouse? Or are you talking about... What are you referring to? Game seems interesting. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this, what do you call it? This mouse, you know. Oh, for the camera glasses, quality is actually good. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty good, you know. I've seen how people spend a lot of money on a mouse, like $300 or something ridiculous. And you know what? Good on them. If it makes him a better Fortniter, right? I mean, this mouse in comparison to this mouse, ooh, look at it, it's a little bright, huh? This mouse in comparison to this mouse, this is is lighter than this one here. And they are effectively have all the same button controls, because when I play Fortnite, this button here is my pickaxe. There's a button here, right? Zoom in. Button right there. This is weapon slot 1, weapon slot 1, 2, and then this is a lever that I could pull down for weapon slot 3, weapon slot 4 is to pull up. Then weapon slot 5 is my mouse roll down, right? When I depress it in, that reloads the weapon. When I roll it up, that is marking. Whenever Scott or anybody says, I got targets on me, I'll say mark, and this creates that mark, right? Same thing on the Logitech. There's a button right here. That's my pickaxe. This is weapon slot 1, weapon slot 2, weapon slot 3, this roll down, weapon slot 4, roll up, and then weapon slot 5, roll down like so. Depress in is reload, and then roll up is my, what is it called? Mark, danger mark, you know? So, yeah. Let's see here. All right, let me catch up on the chat. I've seen people spend a lot of money on mouse. Yeah, no, I agree, Joker. People spend lots of, I mean, somebody bought a $7,000 gaming computer, right? That Shark computer is $7,000. But it looks cool, right? And would I get one of those? You know what? Because that Shark one is kind of old, right? For one. You guys know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Let me find it. Let me find it here. Shark computer, Shark PC. It's by Corsair, I think. Corsair? Is it by Corsair? Let's see here. I can never do shooters with a mouse. Hello, good to see you, Ninja Drew. I'm used to the ball. Ah, yeah, the trackball. That's pretty cool too. Aerox 3 in white, but not the 5. Exactly, Justin. I saw the Aerox 3 in white, but I want the 5. Why? I think it's because I want the 5. Because it's not the 3. It's newer. I used to be able to acclimate to any game within a couple hours, except for Splinter Cell. That game took days to get used to with all the different perspectives and views. It was a new concept. Ah, right on. Yeah, Shark. Whoops. Shark PC. Check it out. This one right here. The Shark PC. $7,000. Cooler Masters who made it. Custom case. $7,000. This was, I thought about buying this, but then I was like, you know what I want? I want a giant bald eagle, American bald eagle PC like that, with its arm, with its, you know, with its what do you call it? With its wings giant and open like that, you know. You'd have to look it up. I could build it myself, Joker, right? I could build it myself. You have to look at the specs. I don't know. You have to go into their website to look at the specs it comes with, but you could get better specs for what in comparison. I mean, this was built. This was let's see here, something that they built in 2022. I mean, it's a custom case and it looks cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, bites the wallet, James Ray. You know what I'm saying? Joker, you should build one of these. And I was like, you know what I could do? I could just, I mean, it's basically, here, let's zoom in a little bit. This is effectively a case. It seems, all right, allow all, whatever. Yes, continue here. All right, this is effectively a case. You can see the cooling wires underneath here, the cooling cabling. All right. But it's just a giant case. The footprint on this thing is huge. I mean, look at the box that it comes in. You can't really tell. But when they ship it to you, it's crated. It comes to you on a pallet. Recycled seashell foam. So, tech specifications here. There you go. The dimensions. 31 by 36 by 36. So 3 by 3 by 3. It's pretty big. You know, it's like, where would I put it in here? I don't have the real estate in my office here to do something like this. Which is the reason why I didn't get it. Yeah, it's cool, right? Back in the day, they would showcase custom build case. Yeah, no, I'm all about, you know, and I do want to get a custom case. I want the case that nobody else has, which means something that I'll put stickers on my case, and then nobody else will have that kind of case. You know? Oh man, it's funny. Look at this one, the Logitech. What's this? What do we have here? Logitech G502X Plus wireless gaming mouse, light speed optical, 150 bones, on sale from 180. Let's look at the buttons. See if it has the similar button configuration like my mouse, because I'm so used to how I play with Fortnite, you know. Ooh, look at the insides of it. That's cool. If I start working on a GTA 6 case now, it might be done in time for the game. Ooh, yeah. If you like GTA 6, if you like that game, and there are different theme games out there, cases wise, you know, that I looked into also. But I'm like, meh. You know what I mean? As in, it doesn't interest me. Not yet, anyway. Will it? I'm sure it will in the future. Perhaps. You know. But what are you waiting for, Joker? All right. Yeah, I kind of still do want it, Reigns, but I don't. What I don't want to do is spend $7,000 on it, because, I mean, not even necessarily for the specs, but I just want the case, and then I'd put my own specs in there, my own pieces. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not. Let's see here. What year was the Cooler Master Shark XPC released? I thought it was 2022. Okay, 2023. Unveiled at the CES 2023 showcase and again at the 2024. While the case was inspired by a mod from 2019, the pre-built Shark XPC appeared at these tech events before its release. Cooler Master began making pre-orders for the Shark PC in late 2024, with shipments expected to begin later in the year. Yeah, what it comes down to is I'm just simply not interested in spending $7,000 on I mean, add to bag $7,000. Yeah, and go to cart and delete. Not. I like the one where they built the PC into the graphics card. Really? It's interesting. Was it a Cooler Master? Builder Zone. Look what else they have. Let's see here. Immersive experience. Max performance, minimalist design, master hub. Oh, it's kind of like the, what do you call it? The Stream Deck. Furniture, accessories, power supplies, PC cases, cooling. Where they've got another one, that another custom case. It's a shoe. It's a sneaker. Builder's Zone. Cooler Master. Where's that shoe at? There it is. There's a Shark PC. Look, the Sneaker X. Sold out. It's a PC. Beyond rare power. I guess that's kind of cool, you know? I mean, if you got a 3D printer, I mean, I could 3D print, so to speak, the parts and pieces to piece together a robot-looking bald eagle, put it together, and just basically effectively surround my PC with those pieces, so to speak. You know what I mean? Yeah, when Jason slows down, I've got to try to slows down. I've tried to get him to play Broken Arrow in RTS game. Boo hoo. I don't have anyone to blow up. Yep. Nope. No thank you. No Broken Arrow for me. I don't know about that game, and I just say that I'm not interested in. You know what? I'll play old school, like Nintendo games and the old consoles and Atari. You know, my brother's got an emulator that has all those old, you know, games, so he could play it on his PC. Get a controller for it. You know, that would be fun to do for me. You know, revisit the Legend of Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda. I think that'd be awesome. But yeah, this is a computer. That's wild, isn't it? It's crazy. Make turtles, you'll sell a bunch of them. Ooh, interesting. That's an interesting one, right? Yeah, of all the projects, right? And you know what? Here's the thing, man. I'm not in it to sell the things. There's just too much. There, you know what? I've thought about doing retail from a side business perspective, but then it's like, you know what? I'm not really interested in buying. I know you like to buy stuff, fix it up, and sell stuff, you know, but if I'm selling something, it's gonna be something that once I sell it, I don't have to deal with it ever again. You know, I'm not gonna worry about people calling me up, hey, this doesn't work, you know, because that exists, or hey, or anything like that. You know, if I'm gonna be selling something, that is, I sell services like coaching services, like I do for work, you know. But buy it, you know, and I don't want a retail shop, so to speak. Thanks for staying around, Oliva. Thank you very much. I saw a guy made a custom wooden case, and I messaged him how many orders he's got, and he said bunches. He did beautiful work. Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. You know, when somebody has, you know, a niche and then a production line to be able to do that kind of thing, and they enjoy doing that, and good on them. I just don't have an interest in, you know, doing stuff like that. Is what it comes down to. You know. All right, let's see what Justin put up there. This is go to the site. Steel Series Aerox 5 Diablo 4 edition. I saw this, Justin, and it is cool. I do like them red buttons on there. They do look cool. I've thought about that. Thought about this one. And look at the patterning on it also in comparison to what I have on my mouse. You know. Mine is the one that I have here. The patterning is a little bit different, as you can see, if you can see, compared to this one. Yeah. I was like, 20, 30 bucks. But that's for this mouse pad. 150 bucks for this one. Yeah, Steel Series. That's the I use their the headset, the Steel Series Arc Pro something, Arc Disc Pro. Yeah. That is a cool version. Then that one, then paint it white with the red buttons. That would look, oh yeah. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, is it on the Amazon? Let's see. Copy. Paste. It is here? No price on it though. See options. Steel Series store. See all buying options. It's $190 on Amazon. Interesting. 5090 BTF GPU pulls 1,900 watts in testing. Another reason for them to do more BTF motherboards. What is a BTF motherboard? I don't know what BTF stands for. BTF? All right, let's mess around with this book for a little bit. My wife. I'm waiting for my wife to go out, for us to go out. So let's flip around in here. Absolute Beginner's Guide to Python Programming. I've actually read through some of this already, but I haven't taken action on the first few steps. So let's see here. Are you done? We're gonna skip that. We'll skip that. And first thing we got to do though is get VS Code. First steps to Python interpreter. All right, and so there, and so here we are. Getting started with Visual Code. Oppo Yo-Yo, good to see you. The connection's on the back, so it's a cleaner build. Oh, all right. That's what BTF is referring to, Joker. Interesting. In which case, that would be... that would probably be ideal to mount it vertically as well. Basically like a regular computer case, right? And then would you need a specific case for that type of build also, especially if all the connections are on the back? Hey Scott, what's going on? Open your browser and go to the official Python website, python.org. All right, so I've already got Python loaded onto the computer, but we need to get VS Code. So open your web browser and go to the official VS Code website. All right, so let's go there. I don't have VS Code, not yet. Great to see you, Scott. I think Scott's about to play some Fortnite here. All right, download Visual Studio Code, free and built-in, open source, integrated, Git debugging and extensions. So Windows 11. All right, thanks for downloading VS Code. Download not starting. Try this direct link. Okay, so it started downloading and it's on the computer already. Yes, the case has to be compatible, but many more are like that, and it's a good look for those anyway because it gives you a little extra room in the back to work with. What company is making those right now? Is it bad? Is it bad? My bad starts hurtling just reading that. Is it bad? What's bad? And there's teardown videos for the mouse if you want to paint it. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it, Justin. Which is what inspired me to want to buy a second one to paint. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. VS Code. All right. We're gonna download VS Code right now. VS Code. User setup. And so here we are, license agreement, I accept. All right, and next, and then, yeah, that's fine there. C drive there, Visual Code next. All right, so is there something more specific to this as well that I need to be mindful of doing? All right, let's just see here. Download Visual Code for Mac. Click on download for Mac, this will install a zip file, install Visual Code. Download folder, zip file, launch Visual Code. Okay. Applications. Configuring Visual Studio Code for Python development. Alright, let's see here. So, create a desktop icon, add open with code action to Windows Explorer. Visual Code, okay. Add to path, okay. Install. Alright, so we got VS Code. Let's tear down. Do any guys remember the competitions vids of overclocking? No, I don't remember it, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, I built my first computer, James. What was it, the Joker? Last month, 2 months ago? And so I'm not familiar with overclocking at all. Other than the idea is that, and I've heard about it before, it makes your computer go faster. You know, most companies are coming out with at least some cases that are BTF compatible. Oh yeah, all right, let's go see if Cooler Master has one. Cooler Master BTF case. Beyond the form factor concept refers to cases designed with a focus on cleaner cable management and aesthetic appeal, often by utilizing a back-connected motherboard design. All right. Back-connected. I wonder if that one that I built was is that way. Let's see. They're using liquid nitrogen to cool them. No kidding. Wow. That is cool. See what I did there? Some BTF cases feature a removable panel for the GPU, allowing for easier access and maintenance. All right, let's look at some images of BTF. All right, let's look at BTF case. Ooh, this looks cool. What's this? Gundam edition? What's this? This is a computer? Tempered glass computer case support. What's going on here? This is a... Oh, I see. Check this out, chat. Oh, my bad. I meant Scott, but yeah, hey, both of you. What are you talking about, Joker? Hey, James. I meant Scott? Did I miss a chat? James Ray shared a video. Let's see. This is BTF build. BTF motherboard, BTF GPU, BTF case. Clean hidden cables. Huh. Ooh, this is cool. Golden finger. 600 watts. We're just fast forwarding through it because I want to see what it looks like. Ah, that is pretty cool. Look at the inside of this case. Interesting. Beyond the form factor. Thank you, James Ray. That's the stuff I like. Yeah, this one right here. This is pretty cool. That does look awesome. For those of you that have a liquid cooler, have you ever changed out the liquid inside your cooler? And how often do you do that? How often do you change out the liquid? I know Lee and Lee has an AIO that you can hide most of the tubing as well. That is cool. New Egg Studios. It's a neat little workshop that they have there over at New Egg Studios. Lee and Lee. Ah. Now that you say Lee and Lee, now I understand why it says I know Lee and Lee. It was nice stopping to see you again, Jay and Bourne, and everyone, but I gotta go. See you guys later. I appreciate you being here, James Ray, and appreciate you taking a moment to stop in and say hello and chit-chat a little bit. Thank you, man. And thanks for the share. This is pretty cool. And the idea about the universal controller. Very cool. All right, cool. So we've got VS Code downloaded. Let's see what the next step is for after VS Code. All right, installing Python and VS Code. Steps to install Python. All right, I already have Python installed though. Okay, I'm not using Linux though. So this doesn't apply to me anyway. The classic hello world. Hello world. So you've got your Python environment ready, and it's about time you put it to good use. Writing your first Python script is a rite of passage, akin to a musician penning their first song, or a chef creating their first signature dish. It's your introduction to the world of programming, a world where you communicate with your computer, instructing it to perform tasks, big and small. Let's roll up our sleeves and get started. Why would someone want this? Ooh, Envidor cases, toilet PC. Because, you know, Skibbity Toilet or whatever Riz. Oh God. I already see the grossness. Because Skibbity Toilet Water, Justin. That's all I have to say about that. Let's look at the, oh, it doesn't show. It doesn't show it. Yeah, that's kind of gross. Flusher is a power switch. Yeah, bro. That takes a gaming bucket to a whole new level, right? Oh my gosh. Funny and not funny at the same time, right? Summer of 2001. Envidor. Yeah, so what is the coolest PC case out there? That's my question. What is the coolest one out there? All right, let's see here. So first steps with Visual Code. Good to see you, Dusty. Thanks for dropping in. VS Code is more than just a text editor. It's a robust environment equipped with debugging, task running, and version control capabilities. Essential for both novices and experienced developers. Launching Visual Code. Start VS Code from your desktop shortcut. Start menu or applications folder. Creating a new Python file. All right, so we are here in Visual Code. So customize your editor, learn the basics, and start coding. Use AI features with Copilot for free. You can use Copilot to generate code across multiple files, fix errors, ask questions about your code, and much more using natural language. Set up Copilot. No thanks. Choose your theme. Rich support for all your languages. Tune your settings. Unlock productivity with the command palette. Watch video tutorials. Mark done. I don't want to do any of that right now. I just want to do the thing. So, click on new file. Boom. And what does it want me to do? Like hello.py. This extension signals that the file is a Python script. Okay, so hello.py. Enter. Alright, and so let's go over to, where are we going to put this? Let's put it in the C drive, I guess. I'll just keep it here. Python, do I have a folder for Python somewhere? Do I have a folder for Python? Do. 990 Pro? What is this hard drive? Oh, that's the F drive. Okay, cool. users, JSON, Python. We'll just do it here. Create file. Okay, cool. And so, writing your first Python code in your new file. Enter the following line of code. Hello, Python world. This line tells Python to use the print function to display the message. Hello, Python world. Okay. So, print. Do I need a space after that? No space. Boom, boom. Hello, comma. Python world, exclamation point. Close quotes, close parenthesis. Enter. Alright, in the console. Next. Running. To execute, open the integrated terminal by clicking View Terminal or Control Backtick. Okay. I saw one with Aliens theme that was really cool. You can hardly even tell it's a PC. Oh, really? Post a link, Joker. Or, what should I Google to find it? Let's see, let's try it. I thought it would be cool to have a tiny claw machine like that at the arcades inside of your PC. Oh, that'd be neat. But what would it be clawing at? Coolest computer. Oh my gosh. Coolest computer is on. That is built inside of a mini fridge. Is one that is built inside of a mini fridge. That would be my Frankenstein computer. Next to the beer. Talking about liquid cooling. All right. Do you want to install the recommended Python extension from Microsoft for the Python language? Sure. You have to use one of those wine fridges, so you have the clear glasses in front.
Surprise,
right? Rody, good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping in. All right, let's see here. Boom, hello Pi, and then Control, do the thing. I need to use the other keyboard. Oh, I need to plug my phone in too, because we're not using this one for one also. Where is my terminal? View terminal. There we go. Boom. And then we've got to go to users JSON cd Python scripts. I think it's Python scripts. Nope. Let's see. What's the name of that folder? C drive users JSON. It's called Python scripts. Copy. CD space enter. Problems. Expected expression. Line 2. Oh. Control save. Okay, terminal. CD Python scripts. Doesn't want to go. Okay. Why am I in PowerShell? I shouldn't be in PowerShell, right? Mini monster fridge like at the storefront. Oh, you're gonna put a computer inside that? That would be huge. You have to coat the board and everything like the overclockers do to protect from the condensation. Oh, it sounds like it's about to rain. Thunder just went off. Alright, let's see here. Users, JSON, Python scripts, hello.py. Directory. Alright, so when I click on directory, I want Python scripts. Hey, honey. You ready to go?
Pouring.
You look cute.
Thank you.
Want to say hi to chat?
Hi, chat.
Here.
It is pouring cat. No, I'm not going on the camera.
But you look beautiful.
No, thank you.
I want to show you off.
Pouring cats and dogs outside.
Do you not want to go out anymore?
I mean, like, I saw cat fall from the sky and run away.
Chat, what do you think about that? My wife saw cats and dogs falling from the sky.
Buckets are coming down right now.
Really?
It's demotivating.
Look, get your knitting stuff and sit with me. We could live stream you knitting. It'll be fun. My live streams doing stuff. Live stream anyway.
I'm mad. You have 9,000 things to do.
Just do one thing at a time.
I am grateful for the rain. The rain is needed.
Isn't that a song?
Don't want to go
Say
out
it to
of
the rain. Say it to the rain. Yeah, yeah.
I think you're confusing songs.
Oh.
You're cute. I'll let you know if it slows down.
It's not going to. Just do stuff here. Or go on the Amazon and see what kind of fixtures you want for the shower.
I'm not buying from Amazon right now. I'm pissed off at them.
Oh, okay. All right. Dusty says, she say a cat falling out of the sky. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. I've heard of it raining fish before, says Joker.
That's true.
Raining fish?
Southern Florida. That's absolutely true.
Oh, how about that? I've never heard that one before. Mm-hmm. It's raining fish?
Scientifically, the reasoning is that a tornado picked them up somewhere and threw them on the ground. However, I think with the vortices and the, condensation, evaporation cycle, blah, 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 raining fish, eggs from the sky.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, check the weather rock.
It's wet.
If it's raining on it, then it's raining outside. If the weather rock is hot to touch, then you know it's hot outside. If the weather rock is swaying back and forth, then you know it's windy outside. If you see snow falling on the weather rock, then you know it's snowing outside. If the weather rock is cold, then it's cold outside.
25 years ago, our first house, what did we have hanging outside the kitchen window? A weather rock. And for days I asked Jason, what the heck is that? And he's like, you'll find out. You tell me. And finally, I'm like, I don't know, 2 weeks later, I'm like, what the heck is with the rock? And he's like, you didn't notice? Was it wet? Was it dry? Was the sun bouncing off of it? There you have it.
Weather rock.
Apparently I was as dumb as a rock because I couldn't figure it out.
Dusty says, OMG, she's funny. Walking catfish. It rains fish, yes, in Florida, says Dusty. That's where Dusty's at, down in Florida.
What?
Dusty, East Coast Thrills is in Florida.
What do you say about the fish?
It rains fish, yes, in Florida.
It
Walking
does.
catfish.
Well,
He said that you're funny. He says, OMG, she funny. There's a certain kind of oil that doesn't conduct electricity. I think mineral oil, so you could probably submerge something in that.
For what?
They're talking about building a PC inside of a mini fridge. Or you could also coat it in conformal coating, we do for weatherproofing drone boards.
What's the application of building a CPU inside of a mini fridge? Theoretical conditions?
Because it's cool.
I see what you did there was so dumb. No, what's the application? Just
Someone, let's see here. I think it was Joker that mentioned that it would be cool to build a PC inside of a mini fridge.
You see, that's the reverse of the joke you just made. Do you think he was being literal or?
Yes,
figurative? Actually. Because get it? He said it would be cool. To
yeah, what he said, that stuff. Rains is asking if Scott and I are playing today. Scott might be playing right now. I'm not ready to play Fortnite yet. Do you want to go watch?
No, you can stream. I'm just annoyed. We have so much to do, and
it'll be there tomorrow. It'll be there tomorrow. Don't fret. Don't fret.
I just saw a
You saw a dog falling from the sky, Scott. I'll be on in a few minutes. It's pouring here, guys. Pouring. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll get a few games in with you since we're not going out anymore. Is what it seems like. We are no longer going to go out. But I want to continue on with my coding journey first. Let's continue on with my coding journey. So first thing I got to do is figure out where it is though. Right? So let's see here. Python scripts. There it is. And I cannot find that folder in itself. So copy Python scripts. Is there a space on the back there? Is that why? Copy. Nope. It won't let me change. Alright, so if I go CD back one. Alright, so CD space users, enter CD JSON, CD Python scripts. Enter. See, it won't like set location. A positional parameter cannot be found that accepts arguments scripts at line 1, character 1. CD Python scripts. I guess it doesn't. It simply doesn't like the folder name. Let's change it to Python. Enter. And then let's see here. We're going to do. Close, and then we're going to open file, and then let's go to C drive, and then Python users JSON Python, and hello, open, and yes, open. Okay, and then CD Python enter. Okay, cool. Now we could do type Python. All right, let's see here. Displays a string. All right, understanding print function, hello world, and then escape character, executing a script. Now that you're familiar with introduce to. Okay, there. So then. Am I like skipping pages here? Page 14. I feel like I'm skipping pages, you know what I mean? Running your Python script. Print hello world. Print 2 plus 3. Okay. Scott should enable text to speech. I think I figured it out. I've just had to replace the valve in our shower. Nice, Dusty. Yeah, so as you know, I've been working on that shower for a little while. And I just... What's it called? Sealed it today. Put 2 coats of the sealer. Now, here's a tip for you guys. For if you're just sealing grout, paint it on. Don't spray it because there was so much excess just dripping down. You know, I was like, holy cow, what a waste! What a waste of all this sealant. You know, going down the drain. You know, I was not happy that I was wasting all this sealant. You know, but. Lessons learned. No one told me before. Survival Gaming, good to see you, Shalene. Thank you very much. I'm adding like new widgets / alerts to my OBS. Dude, which ones are you doing? I don't even have any alerts or widgets. There's a few things that I use on there, and I'm figuring it out as we go. All right, cool. So, type Python hello.py. So, going back to my terminal here, Python to say, hey, execute a Python script, hello.py, which is the file name. And so it says, hello, Python world. All right, cool. So we're in. I think my next hobby might be surveillance / security systems. Nice. That would be pretty cool. Heck yeah. It's funny you mentioned that, Joker, because... show you something here. Look at what I got. Right there is the sensor, driveway sensor. All right, and so I have extras of these. So if one fails on my property, they can replace it. And so whenever someone, so I've got them at various, if you will, spots around the property. So when one is tripped, it sends an audible tone, not connected to Wi-Fi, not connected to Bluetooth, radio, right? Basically directly to a standalone unit, right? Battery operated, you know, with the exception of power to the main unit. So whenever something passes by, it dings, or gives an alert. My dog used to go mad when she heard it. You know, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, that piece. And that's part of the reason why I want to code. Also, I'd like to be able to have that possibly connect via Bluetooth. I might need to get a different system for it, you know, but so that it basically creates an alert on my computer also, or have it set up so that I wire it directly to my PC, so it gives me a, hey, someone is at this location, and it's a completely standalone unit. It's not with alarm.com, which is what we use at work, for example. It's not Cox Home Life. It's not what's another company around here. Standalone unit, you know. So it's interesting to say the least. But these units are designed by Guardline, is the company manufacturer. Let's see. I used to install cables, so just need to learn the systems. Yeah, no, for sure. There used to be a program called If This Then That you could make almost anything automated. But I think there are even better programs now. I haven't looked at it in a while. Nice. Yeah. No, and you know what? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a new hobby or the next hobby. It could be in conjunction with the PC that you're building. Do you need a PC that's built for gaming, or can you build a PC that is specific to and compatible with, you know, existing, or would it be a standalone system for yourself? And then be like, hey, this is the blueprints on how to do it yourself, kind of thing, you know, so that we're not dependent on Ring.com, you know, or those other companies that have that type of technology that have become, if you will, you know, they're proprietary. They're not compatible with other things. And how to make things compatible with each other? You know, I mean, it's cameras, right? I love working on renovating an RV because there's so many different systems, and a lot of things are interwoven. Yeah, no, that is pretty cool. You know, that is pretty cool. All right, let's continue on with my coding journey. Let's see here. All right, so, and I'm just gonna follow along with what this thing is telling me to do also. So hello Python world was the first thing. Execute your there. Okay, hello Python world. Good. So understanding the print function. The print function is fundamental in Python, serving as a primary method for outputting data to the console. It's how you communicate results or messages from your code, whether you're outputting strings, numbers, or results or calculations. Print is your go-to. Oh, once we go through maybe a few pages of this, maybe we'll go to page 20. We'll get on the sewing machine. I'm going to show you a modification that I'm going to do to my gloves, my work gloves, my like outdoor work tree climbing gloves. I just bought a new package of gloves. So print parenthesis hello world displays a string. Print 2 plus this calculates displays the sum showing 5 using escape characters. Okay. To enhance the format of your app. All right, so let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, cool. So going back to my code. So here, so print no space 2 plus 3. Enter, and then Control S to save it, and then here, hello. Okay, cool. So, and what it displayed, where's my, oopsie, top right, use highlight. My highlight is not there. Where the heck is my Epic Pen at? There you are. So right here. So when I type in hello Pi, right, it outputs this string, this thing here. let's make this a little bit skinnier. How do you change the width on this thing? As well as, because of this, right, 2 plus 3, it printed out 2 plus 3 equals 5. Yeah? Alright, close. Alright, what's next? Whoopsie. So, delete and then pointer. So here. Alright. Hello world is example new line and tab. Okay. To enhance the format of your output, Python provides escape characters. Print, and then at the end of hello world, it's giving me a slash, or is that backslash? Backslash n backslash t. This is an example of a new line and tab. So n is for a new line, slash backslash t is for a tab, organizing output as. Okay, let's try it. So hello Python world, and then let's do backslash n backslash t. This is an example of a new line and tab. Period. Control S to save. We're going back here and enter in there. And so what did it do for us here? As you can see, this line here, all right, basically said hello Python world, new line. So the output is here. All right, specifically this is the new line, and then it tabbed over this space right here. As you can see, that's the tab. How many spaces is a tab? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 spaces in is a tab. Okay, all right, there you go. 9 spaces is a tab. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the next thingy thing is over here. Delete and close. So where did it go? Common escape sequences include. All right, so that's an escape sequence. So backslash quote displays a single quote inside single quoted strings. Displays a double quote inside double quoted strings. Displays a backslash. Send me an invite if you decide to Fortnite break. Will do, Scott. Thank you very much. Backslash B, backslash moves the cursor back 1 space. Okay. Backslash N, new line. Moves to the next line. So what if I wanted to go, so we know that it's, for example, 9 spaces in, but I wanted to only go 5 spaces in. So I could go new line tab, and then it would be backslash B. All right, save. Let's try it again. Will that do it? Enter. And so now this time it is under, instead of under the Y, look what I did here. Can you see that? So here's where it executed it at, right? And I am now underneath the P versus the Y. So backspace 1. What if I wanted to go back two spaces? So for example, would I put another backslash B here also? So backslash B. 3 spaces backslash B. Maybe this will work here. This is what I'm doing here to show you. What I'm doing here is, I wish I could make this a little bit skinnier. See the code? All right, I changed the code. New line, tab over, but 3 backspace 3 spaces. Control save, right? Control save here, and I'm typing in it fast by pressing the up cursor key. So it basically gives me the last line. And then this is an example of a new line and tab. And so now I went back 1, 2, 3 underneath the comma right there, as you can see right here. All right. There you go. That's kind of cool. All right. In fact, Scott, since Scott's playing Fortnite, I'm going to go ahead and go to channel. we'll go ahead and Scott, you're not live. Scott, are you going live? Interesting. How do I make this skinnier? Thought I could make it skinnier. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Back where was I? Here in my book. Alright, so executing a script. Alright. Executing script. Now that you're familiar with what scripts are and have been introduced to the print function. Oh, you know what we need to do, guys? We need to change the what do you call it? The title name, since we're here. Do I need to? Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Save your file, now navigate to your terminal command prompt, type in Python taking user input. Okay, Python makes it simple to prompt the user for input and store that input in a variable for further use. I'm gonna change the stream title. Alright. A reading from the book of, what's this book called again? An Absolute Beginner's Guide to Python Programming. Absolute Beginner's Guide to Python P-R-O-G-R-A-M-G Python Programming. Delete. Save. Taking user input. Python makes it simple to prompt the user for input and store that input in a variable for further use. The input function pauses your program, waits for the user to type something into the console, then press enter. Let's create a script that asks for the user's name and then greets them. Open your text editor or IDE and create a new file named greet.py. Type in the following lines. Alright, so greet.py is the first thing it wants me to do. So close, and then file, new, and then we're going to call it, it said greet.py, enter. Okay, create the file, cool. Alright, so username equals input, what's your name? Alright, so I don't want to necessarily just copy and paste it over, I want to actually type the things in, you know what I mean? Why? Because I'm learning things, chat. Alright, so user underscore name space equals space input, and then what is your name? What is your name? And then it will say print. Joker, I'm back to had to clean something up real quick. Nice, right on. Welcome back there, Joker. Print, no space, parenthesis, hello, comma, and then I want the username to present itself. So do I need, oh, that's actually hello, and then everything that's within the quotes is what will print. So then plus, do I need a space after that plus sign? Yes, username. User underscore name, and then plus again. Yep, plus, and then exclamation point. Close. Enter. Control save, and then let's go down here. This is going to be Python greet.py. Enter. So as you can see here, if you can see here, oops, nope, right down here, That's my input. This is what I just typed in here, the new code that I did. And so it's asking me to type in my username. Let's move this. So what I'm, whoa. Put this right here. VS Code. And then what is your name? My name is Jason. Hello, Jason. All right, so there we go. That just happened. Let's clear this out. Clear. What'd you clean, Joker? Your gun? Which gun did you clean? All right, displaying output. The second line of the script constructs a greeting message by concatenating strings in the user's input, then displays this message using the print function. Here we're using the plus operator to concatenate or combine the strings hello. The user's input stored in username and exclamation point into a single string that print then displays. I'm taking my own advice in using my left hand for the tablet. Right on. Hey, that's how we get good at becoming ambidextrous, right? That's how I learned how to drive with my left foot. When my right foot was in a cast, I went in the parking lot and practiced using my left foot to switch between gas and brake. Now I could do that like an expert, because I drove that for several weeks. As we wrap up Chapter 1, you've taken some monumental first steps on your Python programming journey. You've laid the groundwork by understanding the Python interpreter and the role of an IDE, setting up your programming environment, and executing your very first Python script. These foundational skills are your stepping stones into the vast world of programming with Python. By installing Python and configuring your IDE, you've essentially prepared your canvas, ready to paint with the broad strokes of Python's syntax and functionalities. The simple yet iconic Hello World program marks not just the beginning of many programmers' journeys, but a gateway to endless possibilities that Python programming offers. I have to do that when my right foot was out of commission. Drive a stick. Oh my gosh, stick shift? I can't imagine having to mess with the clutch. Well done. Took it a step. Dude, that's a step ahead, man. No pun intended. I had to drive a stick shift with my left hand for about 6 months. Wow. It can be done, guys. It can be done. All right, so now we're on Chapter 2. I am going to pause from programming. Why? I'm bored. I'm going to do something else. Close VS Code. Let's talk about those gloves, shall we? What do I have going on here? Resmirex, good to see you. Thanks for dropping on in. 15 likes indeed. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, Resi. All right, let's see here. Let's see. What is new with you, Resmi? All right, so check it out. We're gonna go ahead and work on some gloves. Yeah, what am I talking about? So these are my work. I bought a new packet of work gloves. I go through these things pretty. I've actually bought one of these packets every 2 years. What am I talking about? What do I want to do? Start recording. So these are my work gloves, made by Atlas. Check it out. I celebrated my birthday yesterday, so it's my rest day today. Well, happy birthday, Resmi. I appreciate you stopping in on your rest day and enjoy my stream. Happy birthday. These gloves are awesome. What's so great about them? This cloth part allows it to breathe, and this blue rubberized part allows me to open really tight jars. Really tight jars. But what's crazy about these gloves, and any gloves for that matter, right, the crazy thing about these gloves, and I get the mediums, and they fit perfect. I've got no gaps, right? These are the mediums, the size 8 mediums, right? The thing about these gloves, let me turn the light off. The great thing about these gloves is that they are not that hot. You know, my hands do get sweaty, you know, and they're not too big, they're not too small. They stretch. They're very durable. These are really good for gardening, right? I use these for tree climbing all the time, right? When I'm in the tree, I use it when I'm cutting grass. They breathe really good, you know. But, you know, when you take your glove off, right, what do you do with it? Can you stick it in your pocket? Do you stick it in your shirt, you know, while you do stuff, right? When you, like, you need to use your cell phone, do you put it there, right? That's one spot to put it. Put it in your pocket, but they always fall out all over the place. Well, what I like to do when I'm out and about, like in the yard even, if you look here, let's go to position 1. Where's the remote control? So if you look here, position 1, you could see that I've got a carabiner attached to my belt, right? What's that carabiner for? It's for lots of uses. But what I like to do is I like to, and I don't have a pair here, if I had a loop on here or a hole, I could just do like this and hang it on. And I'm never gonna lose my gloves, right? They're there, right? Does that make sense? What I just did, basically hook the gloves on here. So what I'm gonna do is, on a few of these gloves right now, we're gonna sew a few loops onto this, right? And I'm going to show you how I do that. We're going to go over here to the sewing machine and do that. We got some black thread already over there. I just need some 550 cord. So let's do that. Got some 550 cord here, right? Yes, we're going to do it on the sewing machine. And I'm not going to bother to tidy up the ends and fuse it, yeah? How big of a loop do I need? For me, you know, that doesn't have to be huge, right? Just enough, really. And we'll see if this is long enough. If it's not long enough, then I'll just start over. We'll do 2 of these. So, overhead camera. As you can see here, we're going to get rid of that excess there, excess fuzz. So basically I've got 2 loops here, and I'm basically going to take this and put a loop and sew it right here like so. I'll probably just sew it off to the side, you know. I used to have a set of rappelling gloves, and I actually sewed the loop here like this on the back side of these fingers here to both sets of gloves. Actually, I put them down on the pinky bottoms down there because I don't really use these. Basically, this was like this, and I sewed it so that they were here. So all I would have to do is take this, and if it was attached here like so, and this was a carabiner hook, I could just go boop, right, hook that carabiner, and basically my glove would come off very easily. You know, for when I wanted to have access to my gloves right away and have my gloves secured so I don't leave them on, you know, in the field. Let's go over to the sewing machine. Sew these on. Zip ties that have the little press release so you can reuse them are great for stuff like that. It's another way to do it if you like to use zip ties. For this application, I don't want to use zip ties. You know, I want to sew them on. So let's go over to the Droid Cam. Droid Cam, and then we'll go ahead and track me here. So now we're over here at the sewing machine, and then we got to go to the other camera, front camera, back camera. There we go, sewing machine. You know what I need to do first though? That reminds me. So before we go over there, I need to create a new Droid Cam scene in Stream Deck. Stream Deck. Why? Because right now the view that you're looking at right now, it's reversed. It should not be reversed. We should be on. Oh, there. I have it right here already. Nice. This is the one that I want to use. So I need to create a new Stream Deck button. Is what I need to do. So Stream Deck. We're gonna do that first. While I remember to do it, because I always forget to do it. All right. So what am I talking about? Let's go to the top right here. So right now we're gonna move this over here because I want this. I prefer it to be camera scenes up top. We're gonna copy overhead, but we're gonna make this the overhead back cam. Yeah, overhead back Droid Cam. No. We have the wrong one. Overhead camera goes here. This is Droid Cam. We're gonna copy this. Front. Let's do this. Droid front. And then we're going to copy, paste, and we're going to call this Droid back. Come on, back. And then we're going to pick the Droid back cam. And what's the difference between the two? Well, I have to reverse the image, otherwise everything looks reversed if I don't do it that way. And we're going to make this, what is an opposite color of blue? If I can make it yellow for one. I don't think I can though. I am looking for a similar picture to that. Oh, this one here. Boom. Droid back. Good. All right, there we go. It's got an opposite color in the shop here, so the opposite color. So that'll work. And close, and good. So now let's go to the Droid back. So I know what we're using the back camera. But if I were to go to the front camera from here, guess what happens? Oh, you know what else we need? Where's my backpack at? I'll be right back, chat. Position 1. Track me. Track me. Alright, so we're here. Alright, let's do some sewing, chat. Turn on the machine. Turn this one on also. So I have lots of lights so I can see good. Alright, and all I'm doing is giving me a little bit of a loop, like so, yeah? No pun intended. Getting it all lined up so that I don't sew through the other side by mistake also. Alright, let's just sew it. Push this in a little bit more. There we go. And it doesn't need to be super tight, but it's got to be secure enough so that it, because it's not like this stitching is going to be is life-saving, you know what I mean? It's just holding gloves on. But I also don't want stuff flapping around all over the place either. There's my little pointer thing here. I like to use my seam ripper as kind of like a hold stuff off to the side for me. Alright, it's one down. Doesn't have to be a whole bunch of stitches either. It's just enough to give me a loop, as you can see what I did there, right? It's out of the way. Alright, I've got a loop. That's a pretty big darn loop though. I actually don't need it to be that big. So we're gonna make it a little bit smaller on the next one. Maybe a little bit smaller, like so. By an inch. And we're done. Back side. go. Not sure how much lag there you guys experienced there, but yeah. I appreciate that, Joker. Thank you much for being on lurker mode. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so check it out. These are the gloves. Left side, right side, you know. Hook it onto a carabiner like that. And let's go to the A cam. As you can see here, let's get the controller. Position 1. There you go. Got my gloves secured. Easy day, guys, right? Easy day. Am I going to do that with all of them? Yes. Why? So that I have them available to me whenever I need it. You know. So I have the ability to hook my gloves anytime I want to. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter what pair of gloves. I've got them all ready to go. So that's that. All right. So what's next? What's next on the agenda of things to do? Good question. Now I've done one over there. Let's stop the recording here first. And you know what? Let me run downstairs and see if my wife wants to go out. I think it has stopped raining. So I'll be right back, okay?
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Small shadow turns to sun rays, and on and
Thanks for letting me know that I'm muted, Reigns. Yes, that's pretty awesome. That's cool, Reigns. Right on, dude. Check it out. I am looking. So my wife, she has a laptop, and she has 3 monitors, and the old docking station is just not working. So I'm like, let's just get a new docking station. That's kind of old, for her last one. So I need a 3 monitor docking station. So this one's probably out of the question here. This one is more likely. There's lots of stuff that you can attach to it too, 13-in-1. But there is another 14-in-1 triple display, 2K, 4K HDMI, and a 1080p VGA, which I'm not really interested in getting a VGA one also, if there's a $100 version of this, show me that one, you know what I mean? I am an Anker fan. Top brands, feature, Prime, of course. But this one could be the way. But why go, VGA? You know what I mean? Give me another HDMI slot, not 2. You know what I mean? Alright, what about, let's see what else is out there. 13-in-1 triple display. Alright, so we've got 1, 2 HDMI display port. See, that's at least display port. But then power delivery for charging. Alright, this could be a good one. $200. So, more results. Anker Prime docking station. 14 port dual 4K display, USB-C, 12-in-1 dual HDMI display port. This might be a good one. Triple display. So let's see what kind of ports we've got here. You got USB-A, USB-A, USB-C, 3.2 gen upstream port. Alright, SD card, USB-C, PD, you got display port, 2 HDMI. Wait a minute, what do I have on this one here? I got 1 HDMI. Alright, don't have the port, the docking station. I guess this is the one that she'll need. And you can daisy chain these, you know what I mean? I'm daisy chaining 2 anchor hubs right now, actually. However, how many HDMI ports do I have? What do I have there? Orders. Anchor. Yeah, I've got a lot of Anchor gear. Oh, did I buy it directly from Anchor? What is the hub that I have? Let's go to my website. Control find Anchor. Anchor 12-in-1 hub. Yeah, I've got one of these. I got 4 displays. I'll send this to her for us to try, because this is the configuration that she has right now. So get link, copy, and I'll email this to my wife now. Compose to my wife. Anchor hub. This. LJ. Send. I'll be right back, guys. Be right back.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
All right, chat. I am going to go ahead and now that the sun is shining again, I'm going to take my wife out. We're going to go out and do stuff. So thank you very much for being here and hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I will see you later on. I'm going to play Fortnite later. So see you later, guys. Thank you very much for being here.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun